Okay, hello friends. Today also we can discuss about the logical reasoning and in logic we have to discuss today's class. And in the previous class we have studied about the pramanas. Okay, in that we have studied the anumana. And here we are going to study the structure and constituents of Anumana. In today's class, we are going to study what is the structure of Anumana and the constituents, the elements in the Anumana we are going to study. So be attentive to the class, then it is easy for you to understand. Okay. The structure of Anumana. Okay, as we studied earlier in the logic, that is, we have studied about the major term, minor term, and middle term. In Sanskrit, Indian logic also, they have given words for each of the terms. Sandhya it is known as the major term. Okay, Sandhya is known as the major term. Paksha is the minor term, and Hetu or the Hetu or Linga, it is the middle term. Understood? So Sandhya is the major term, Paksha is the minor term, and Hetu or Linga is the middle term. Clear? So I have given you two sentences and conclusion. As in argument, there is two sentences there and one conclusion is there. How we can find it? So see, all animals are loyal. So you have studied that in the first sentence, predicate is the major term. So loyal is the major term. It is known in Sanskrit as Sandhya. Okay. And next is all dogs are animals. That is second sentence, subject is the minor term. It is known as Paksha. And in conclusion, you know that all dogs are loyal. Here, the subject of the second term and predicate of the first term are come here. So conclusion is very correct. And the word which come in both the sentences is what we call as the common word, or it is middle term. In Sanskrit, it is known as hetu. Okay, this is what it is known as hetu. So I think you are clear about the words. That is, Sandhya is the major term, Paksha is the minor term, and hetu is the middle term. You have to know this because in different areas we can see it's different types of usages in the sentences. First you know these words, then only you are able to understand. So here I have given you an example. Sometimes they will not have enough. That is P1 and P2 should not be there. Still you have to find out the major term and minor term from the sentence which is given. For example, the hill is fiery because it is smoky. Okay, the hill is fiery because the hill means the it, or they can use the it also here, no problem. The hill is fiery because the hill is smoky. So if such a sentence is given, how can you find the middle term, that is major term, as well as your minor term? So Sandhya means the major term. How you have to find the major term? Major term is the predicate of the first sentence. So the predicate of the first sentence is the fiery. So fire is the Sandhya or the major term. Okay. Then you have to find the hill is fiery because the reason is that. Why? What is the reason? Reason is the hedu. Hedu. The word hedu means reason. Reason is smoke. How do you find that there is fire? By seeing the smoke, you get the idea that there is fire. So reason is that the smoke. Smoke is the hedu here. And where is fiery? The hill. The hill is the subject here. The subject, so it is the paksha. So you want to find the subject. Subject is the hill, so it is the paksha. And the predicate, the fiery is the major term, so it is the sandhya. And reason is smoke. So smoke is the hetu here. So like this also you want to, sometimes you will get some sentences and you want to find it out. So you keep these things, inferred thing, reason, and the subject where the character is inferred, such things you have to find. After that, you study one sentence like this. Okay, then it is easy for you. If you get such sentences, you can find the major term, minor term, and the hetu also from it. Then constituents of Anumana. What are the constituents of Anumana? There are 5 constituents in Anumana. First one is Pradigna. Pradigna or proposition, or what we call it as the statement. Okay, what we call it as the statement. The hill has fire. It is a clear-cut statement. The hill has fire. There is no another way of saying or something. The hill has fire means it is fired by something. Okay, the hill has fire. It is the statement. It is known as pradigna or proposition. But it is known as pradigna or proposition. Next is hetu. Okay, hetu, the ground, the reason behind it. Why you are saying it. In hetu, we can see the usage of because. Okay, because it has smoky, there is fire. Because it has smoky, because of the smoke, it is clear that there is fire. It is an anumana. By seeing the smoke, you get an idea that there is fire. So hedu is the smoke. So the ground, the hedu or the ground is the second thing. Okay, second constituent of anumana. So one is statement, second is hedu or the ground. Third is udaharana or illustration. The word we use the simile or something. Okay, udaharana. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. You have, it is a universal truth. Wherever, if you find some smoke, it is clear that there is fire. Okay, wherever there is smoke, there is fire. This is known as udaharana or illustration or universal truth. That is the third element of anumana. How we are reaching the anumana. Okay, how we are reaching the anumana is given. First, we are getting a statement. It can be reason is there, that is known as hetu. Udaharana means illustration. It's a universal truth is there. So you want to find that. And the fourth one is Upanaya. Upanaya or application. Upanaya or application. Application, you know what it is. What knowledge you are applying it. The hill has smoke, which is invariably associated with fire. We know that smoke and fire is always associated. So you are applying it to the things. Okay. You have seen smoke and you have seen smoke. It is clear that is fire. So you are getting and applying that knowledge here. The hill has smoke, which is invariably associated with fire. It is known as application of the knowledge. It is known as Upanaya. Okay, it is what it is known as Upanaya. Next is Nigamana. Last one is Nigamana. And at the end, you reach the correct Anumana. That is Nigamana. Therefore, this hill has fire. So that is the reason why this hill has fire. So there is five constituents in Anumana. You have seen that. Pradigna, that is statement. Then Hetu we have seen. Udaharana we have seen, Upanaya we have seen, and Nigamana is the last one. This is asked in one of the UGC net question paper. So you must know the five components of Anumana. Okay, study. Next is Vyapti, the spreading of it. Vyapti means how much depth it has gone, how much spreading it is. This is what we call as Vyapti. The state of pervasion or correlation, what is the relation of it? That is called Vyapti. Vyapya means pervades. Vyapya means pervades. Vyapaka means pervades. Okay, pervaded and pervades. So the word you have to keep that. One is pervade and one is pervades. And smoke is pervaded by fire. Pervaded means vyapaka. Okay, smoke is by seeing the smoke we are getting the idea of the fire. It is known as pervaded. Okay, that's vyapya. Smoke is the vyapaya. Okay, and vyapti it is of two types. Samavyapti. Samavyapti means equal extension. A is equal to B means B is equal to A. Nameable and knowable. For example, Samavyapti means here you are that is you have seen the smoke. It is clear that the fire is there. Okay, but it doesn't mean reversible is not happening here. So it is not Samavyapti. Okay. Asamavyapti is unequal extension. A is equal to B and B not A. For example, fire from smoke, but smoke from fire. Fire from smoke and not smoke from the fire. So it is not opposite is not happening here. Okay, clear. Samavyapti is something opposite is not happening. One is equal to another and another is equal to another. That is called Samavyapti, equally going. Okay, equal way here and there going is known as Samavyapti. And Asamavyapti is one is going to the other but other is not coming back. The fire from smoke. Okay, by seeing the smoke it is clear that there is fire. And when it fires there is no smoke is there. Understood? That is the reason. So that is known as Asamavyapti. So Samavyapti and Asamavyapti, I think you are clear about it. So Vyapti also you have to study for your exams. So a small topic I have taken, Anumana, its structures, its components, and we talk about the Vyapti. We have studied about the major term, minor term, and the middle term in Sanskrit, how they are using it. Components of Anumana we have seen here, and I think you are clear about it and study well for your exams. Okay, all the best for all of you. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. We can meet in the next class. Okay, goodbye.